When I was younger, I always struggled with my weight, and that was always an issue about the size body that I had. And fast forward to early 40s when I was caregiving for my mom, and it's when I experienced the largest weight gain ever in my life. And that's because I was experiencing a lot of grief, and my weight went up to a very high level. So I think the highest weight was 232. And underneath the weight was a lot of hurt, sadness, just a lot of quiet suffering. And so that changed my personality, the pain, the sadness. And I became very impatient, irritable with the people that I love. And that's what moved me as a caregiver. I didn't know how to take care of myself. And that's what moved me to the 12-step program. I was overweight, but more importantly, I was hurting within. And so the 12-step program taught me how to take care of myself. But it also, in doing that, I started to change my eating patterns. I started implementing controls in my life. When I say controls, I mean tools.
Yeah.
Those those different tools I would use to improve the quality of myself. So those tools included, prayer, meditation, sharing with others what I was experiencing, and
Yeah.
following a very clear meal plan. And so with that, I lost the weight and I began to see the physical beauty in myself. But more importantly, I saw the internal beauty. That transformation was foundational for me. And I got to know myself. I began to understand when I didn't have patience, why. I began to understand if I had jealousy and resentment, that those were really some areas that I could experience that I never thought I did. But I was able to be truthful and honest with myself for once. I was taught how to do that. And so through all of this, I transformed. It was by default because of the work I was doing. I didn't go into it to transform in that way. I went into it to find healing from the internal suffering I was experiencing. And the benefits were I lost the weight and I found myself, my true authentic self who I could love with all her flaws and all her strengths, all her
Mm.
achievements, and all of those times when the outcomes were not as she desired. And I was able to see the benefits of those outcomes not being the way I desired. It just changed my view. And so with that, I entered the world again, being willing to really embrace life on life's terms. So the modeling opportunity presents itself. I think differently now. Plus, I also know I'm beautiful now. I didn't know it before. And I want to say this, just because I thought something before never made it true. It's just what I believe. It wasn't facts. It was not factual. It was something I believed, I developed in my own head. And that's what's so important. Just because you believe something doesn't make it true. Is it factual? So it just opened my eyes. And what I know now, it's about progress and not perfection. I just want to continue to make progress in life. And I like to help others do the same.